Hi there, my name is Michelle Watson and I'm a best-selling author, business book creation mentor and publisher, business creation coach, and also a multi-award winning speaker. And maybe you're watching this video today because you're a business person or entrepreneur looking to get more visibility around their business. You're looking to really take your products and services out there to get the attention of your ideal clients. You're looking to really position yourself as the go-to person and expert in your field. Possibly you're watching this video because you're an author. You've written a book, but that book has joined the many on shelf development. But instead, what you want is to have your book out there in the hands of your clients, giving them content and information, getting the visibility from that book, using it to create a platform for yourself and your business. Or maybe you have the idea of writing a book. You've always had this desire, but you just don't know how to get the content out of your head onto paper and out there into the world. And you're so unsure of the steps that you need to take. And so you go by day after day procrastinating and saying that one day that book is going to be written. Or just maybe you might fall in the position of the others that have actually taken the step to write the book. They've written chapter 1, chapter 2, but that's where the book ends. A year, 2 years have passed, 3 years have passed, and still nothing else has happened because you're saying you have what they call the writer's block. Now, this is why I am here today to assist you in getting from point A of just having the idea of writing the book to point B of getting that book content out, publishing it, but more importantly, using it as a marketing tool for your business to get you in front of your ideal clients and be seen as a go-to person and expert in your field. What I have realized on my journey is that many entrepreneurs make the mistake of saying, yes, I want to write my book. Yes, I want to get it out there, and they just write the book anyhow, put it out there, and nothing happens. Another mistake that many entrepreneurs make is that they decide to write the book, they end up writing aimlessly, and the book has no impact. There's no content or information in there that is congruent with their clients, congruent with their business, and so they've lost that positioning. They're not seen as the expert in their field. They've spent a lot of money and nothing has come on the back end of creating that book. The third mistake that many individuals tend to make is that they've written the book, but they've not really queried how it can help their business and how it can really help their clients. And so then, what was the point of writing that book? Does it sound familiar in any way? Or maybe you know of someone that it sounds familiar to. Someone that has said, I'm writing my book, 2, 3 years, 4 years have passed, and you still have not seen that book. Possibly you have spent a lot of money with publishers that said, you know what, they're going to help. I'm going to help to get you out there to write your book and to get the content out there. You've spent all of that money and still nothing has happened. Nothing has happened, and so you have given up all hope. Well, that is the reason why I created the Book Creation Generator. And with this program, I help individuals to get from point A to point B, having that book in their hands, but not just having it in their hands, but having the right strategies in place to make sure that they're able to see results from writing that book. They're able to really get the positioning, get the visibility, and get the clients in that is now boosting their business, and they're really being seen as the expert in their field. Now, I believe that 5 key elements are important in the beginning of your book writing process. Because I believe without these 5 key elements, you will continue to write, but write aimlessly. You may even start your book, but never finish it. Or as I mentioned before, you may fall into the category that have a book, but it's gone on the shelf development. And we don't want that. And that is the reason why I created the Right Author's Journey. The Right Author's Journey. It covers 5 key areas that you need to make sure you implement when you've started your book writing journey. I won't have time to go in all 5 elements today, but if you continue to follow me, you'll be able to get all the content that relates to each and every element that is mentioned in the Right Author's Journey. Now, the first key point is not just the first point by mistake, but it is very crucial very important in making sure that you get on the right path to start your author's journey. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about your why. Now, what do I mean when I say why? I'm talking about the primary objective, the main reason why you want to write the book. What is the reason around writing a book? What is the reason for you? What is the reason for your clients? And what is the reason for your business? Some of the reasons that would be very important for you as a business person writing your book is for you to either have it as a form of credibility, positioning, authority. Possibly you want to become a speaker, or maybe it is that you want to use it as a business card. Now you may be saying, well, Michelle, why is it important? Why is it important to recognize the difference? Well, the reason why it is important is because, take for instance, you're going to write the book and use it as a business card. Now, if I'm at a networking event and you've told me what it is, you've shared with me your elevator pitch, and I'm saying, okay, great, how can I find out more? And you're presenting your book to me as a business card for me to know more about your products and services and possibly buy into what you're selling. And you're giving me a book that is possibly 350 pages, 350 pages and 50,000 words long. The chances of me really reading that book may be slim to none. Have you been there? Have you taken a book from someone and because of the size of that book and the amount of content, you decided to say no? And that is the reason why it's important. Having a why will really help you to structure your book, to make sure you share the right content in there. One of the things that you need to be asking yourself when figuring out the why is, who are my target people? Who are the people that I need to target with this book? Who is the target population? What are their needs? What are their desires? What are the pains that they're going through? And then you address those pains. Because then your content will be congruent and will relate to those people that you're writing for. So if I'm writing for people about driving a car, I cannot then be writing a book about bicycles. It's not congruent. It doesn't relate. You will not be positioned as the expert in your field if that's what you're doing, right? So you need to make sure that your book is congruent to your reader and your readers are congruent to the people that you want to get into your business. So the next thing that is important for you to also look at is, what is the main reason to write this book for my business? What is the impact that I want it to make? How can I really use this book to make money for my business? Now, the answer you should be coming up with is not that I want to sell 1 million books in order to make £1 million. It's not going to happen. It could happen, but it's going to take a very, very long time, right? So what you need to be saying to yourself, what is it that I can create from the backing of this book that will enable that you share the accurate content, you share the right content, because then that content can then be utilized to maybe go on and create online courses, to do blogs, to really position yourself and get visibility, to use it as a social media working strategy, social media campaigns. That is the real reason around writing that book. So you will then know how to write the book, how to structure it. Am I going to be sharing images in there? Am I going to really be pushing it? Am I going to be putting strategies? Am I going to be sharing tips? Am I going to be sharing templates? The why helps you to come up with all of that. Because if not, you're going to really write aimlessly. You're going to really start writing your book, possibly not finishing it because the why was not big enough. The reason behind why you decided to write it in the first place was not strong enough that when the challenging times come, you will pursue, you will persevere, you will keep pushing because you will know the reason, the primary objective of why you're writing the book. The next thing that you may need to look at is if you're saying that I'm going to be using this book to be a part of my branding material, then is the book really speaking and representing me as a business? That is very important. Your book cover needs to be saying the part. Your book colors, the colors that you're using on your book cover is very important. It needs to be speaking and be linking back to your branding. So that is the reason why asking yourself all the why questions is very, very important. Why this book? Why this title? Why this pain? Why this pleasure? Why these clients? Why? right? You need to be asking yourself these questions. It's very, very important because you don't just want to write any book, but you want to write the book that will be able to position you as the expert and really get you out there in front of your clients, boost your income, boost your business, and take you to a next level. If you enjoyed the few tips that I shared around recognizing the why around your book, then do look out for the next video where I will be going further into the R. I'm sure you will be interested in finding out what that R means. So as well, you can click on the link if you would like to know more from me, more about what I do and how I can assist you in getting off to the right start on your book journey and helping you to make sure that it is a true success and it is truly speaking volumes in your business. I look forward to seeing you on top. I remain yours truly, Michelle Watson, author, speaker, business book creation mentor and publisher, business creation coach, and multi-award-winning speaker. And remember, only you can write the next chapter in your book called life.